big good evening to you out there. If you're watching me live on TV4 Souls, Kanketi, Facebook, and on YouTube, I want to say a very big thank you for watching me every Sunday. I really am grateful and I acknowledge the fact that indeed you spend much airtime in watching me. But hey, I want to say God richly bless you for watching me. It is all about MOT. I come your way every Sunday after Souls in Worship to transform your life. MOT is one of the best inspirational corners on online television channel TV4 Souls, and we air on Facebook and on YouTube to spark up your night before a new week starts. My name is Danny and I'm going to be with you throughout the whole show, and I want you to know that you are going to enjoy every bit of this show before it comes to an end. MOT comes in 3 different segments. That is the introduction aspect, the birthday celebrant, main discussion, and my surprise package. When I talk about the birthday celebrant, it is when I celebrate people on my show. I want to use this opportunity to say a happy belated birthday to Judith, a colleague of mine. Wherever you are, Judith, a happy birthday to you. I know you are enjoying and you are still enjoying, but I want you to know that you are very special to me and I really like you very, very much. You know the love is deep. If you are celebrating your birthday or you have celebrated your birthday and it is still in this week, just let me know. Comment on the show and I'm going to read it out and I'm going to help you celebrate it on my show. Like I said, this is MOT. We come your way every Sunday after Souls in Worship, and your life will never be the same. I want you to tell a friend, to call a friend, to invite a friend that TV4 Souls come your way with so many wonderful programs and you can't afford to miss. Like my page on Facebook, MOT. Like TV4 Souls on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel on TV4 Souls on YouTube, and you'll be updated with every single program that we bring your way. Like I said, my surprise package is where I give credit to my lovely viewers, and if you are watching me, I will entreat you to keep watching me till the end of the show, and after that you will get your surprise package, which is going to end your night in a grand style. I want to use this great opportunity to wish my condolence to the family of the late Kofi Annan, the UN Secretary General. Indeed, Ghana has lost a mighty tree, or a mighty tree has fallen, and we want to wish the family of the late Kofi Annan, the UN Secretary General, we want to wish them a big condolence that they should take heart. Indeed, a mighty tree has fallen. Today we have a wonderful topic for discussion, but before then, we want to go on a quick break. When we come back, you are going to enjoy the show. Don't go anywhere.
We come to you with songs of praise. Lift our hands to you, O God, bowing down for what you've done. You are a faithful God.
We come to you with songs of praise.
Lift our hands to you.
Lift our hands to you, oh God.
Bowing down for what you've done.
Welcome back from the quick break. I want to say this is still MOT. If you're watching me live on Facebook and on YouTube, I want to say a very big thank you to you. Like I said, today we are going to discuss an interesting topic. The topic we are going to look at is very, very, very broad, but because of time, we are going to narrow it down. Bitterness is what we are going to talk about tonight. Bitterness is like a tree with so many roots. We may not be able to cut down the whole tree, but we would like to delve into and see whether we can trace the source of the root. We can trace the causes of bitterness. Many of us are faced with bitterness one way or the other. Many of us are embittered by people one way or the other. Many of us find ourselves in situations where we get embittered and we don't know how to come out of the situation. Bitterness comes about in so many ways and diverse ways. Sometimes you may be embittered by people consciously or unconsciously. But tonight, like I said early on, bitterness is a great topic. It's a broad one, like a big tree. We cannot cut down the whole tree. But we are going to look at some key areas of how bitterness comes about. How to come out of bitterness. And I believe after the show, you may be able, or you will find a solution to that bitter situation you are going through. We want to look at a story of a young lady who is very bitter. But after speaking to this lady, she called me and told me that she is gradually wiping off bitterness in her life. How did it happen? Let's see how the story goes and it's unraveled. She is called Enam, a young lady of 25 who grew up in the family of 6. The third to the mother and the second to the father. Enam went through the cycle of education and went through senior high school and came out with flying colors. Enam, out of influence by friends, decided not to pursue her education into the tertiary. Enam, out of peer pressure, left the parents' home and went to the friend's place, all in the name of seeking for greener pastures. But let's see how it ended for Enam. Enam ended up with a man who promised her that he was going to take her to the altar and make life very comfortable to her. This man told Enam that a lady does not need to further education to the tertiary. All a lady needs is to get a secondary school education and become a housewife. This gentleman deceived Enam, and Enam stayed with this gentleman for 3 good years. Only for this gentleman to dump Enam. Enam had nowhere to go. But let's see what happened. Enam went back home without rebuke, chastisement from the parent. Enam comfortably landed her things into her room and started to help her mother with petty trading. Once upon a time, Enam came back with so much joy all over her face to the mom and said, "Mom, I have a good news for you." But what happened? What could the good news be? After 3 years of being a disobedient child, back home with a good news. What could the good news be? Enam told the mother she has finally found the man who she really loves. She has really finally found the angel who wants to wipe away her tears. She has found the angel who is going to put things in order in her life. But let's see how it all happened, or how the story went. Enam told the parents she wanted to marry this young man at all costs. The necessary things were done, and Enam got engaged to this man. The engagement was an eyesore. It is something you can behold with your eye. Enam ended up marrying this man and gave birth to 3,000 babies. But Enam is not found in marriage. Enam realized she married a man who deceived her with material things. Enam lived in a big mansion but never had a home. Enam had children and a husband, never had anything to call a family. Enam had a place to sleep, but couldn't find shelter. Happiness was something that was missing in her house. Enam, as I'm talking to you now, is in pain, but by virtue of communicating with me, Enam is gradually coming out of the pain. We are in a world where we get bitter or embittered one way or the other. It could be by ourselves. It could be by people causing us to be embittered. It could be by situation we have gone through in life. But if you find yourself in such a situation, what do you do to come out of this situation? Bitterness brings so many repercussions to our lives. But I tell people, I tell myself, one of the worst repercussions bitterness can cause you is when bitterness is caused by yourself. Enam was not forced into marriage. Enam was not forced by her parents. Enam was deceived by friends. And she has finally ended up in a bitter situation. But the question tonight is Enam going to end her life because she's not? Is Enam going to turn the hand of clock just because situations are very bitter? Do you find yourself in the situation of Enam this evening? Do you think you have made a hasty decision that is costing you some kind of bitterness? Do you think you are embittered that you want to turn the hands of clock down? One thing I know for sure is anything that is called a problem has a solution. Tonight we are here to help you find solutions to the embittered situation you have found yourself in. Tonight I want to admonish you that you may be embittered one way or the other. Sometimes in the job place, people cause us to be embittered. We found ourselves working for bosses who make us think we are good for nothing. Sacrifice ourselves for leaders who don't even appreciate the good thing we do. All they know how to do is to magnify our flaws. We sacrifice our families, our loved ones, our social life, things we could do that could bring money into our pockets just to put smiles on the faces of people. But what do they end up giving us? We found ourselves in tight corners where all in the name of sacrifice, we let go everything that pertains to ourselves just to see others smile. But how are we being treated after all? There is this saying that when desire is lost, the weight of a cockroach becomes a burden to an individual. Sometimes we become very, very much embittered that we even lose desire in what we are doing. Sometimes we rush into certain decisions we make. Sometimes we rush into marriages just because we couldn't get good counsel. And the marriage doesn't go anywhere. All we can do best to ourselves is to wet our pillows with our tears. But tonight I want you to know that one way or the other I have been embittered. One way or the other we have met people who are embittered. One way or the other we have come across great men who have told us stories about their lives where they were embittered and they thought life was over with them. Tonight you may be embittered. Tonight the vicissitude of life might cause you pain. The greatest of the bitterness situation I'm talking about is when bitterness is caused by yourself. When people cause you to be bitter, you can sometimes find someone to blame, hence magnify your situation. But what if bitterness is caused by your own mistake? What if bad influence caused you into the bitter situation? What if surroundings caused you to be bitter? You might be there, you have not gone through any bitter situation in life, so you might think bitterness is something you can joke with. But tonight I want you to know that once you are bitter, it affects so many aspects of life. Sometimes we find ourselves in situations. You are in a home with your parents and all your father does is to beat your mom. Therefore, you have developed some bitterness within you. You think marriage is something that is not needed in life. Because your academics is very bad and your parents are telling you are good for nothing. You think your life will come to nothing. The worst of all is when you are putting all your maximum best into doing something. And all they can tell you is, you are of no use. Sometimes you are left with no option but to drop tears. Sometimes you are left with no other option than to think of ending your life. Sometimes friends will even cause you to be bitter People you think who will be there for you when life is getting very rough. But you realize these same people are the ones that are adding salt to your injury. If you want to keep talking about bitterness, we will spend the whole night here. But like I said early on, bitterness is like a tree with so many roots. We cannot cut the whole tree down. We cannot deal with everything that pertains to bitterness. But like a big tree with so many roots, we will delve deeper and touch on some points, some ways, some causes of bitterness, and see how it is affecting our lives, and see how we can come out of that situation. Beloved, if you just joined me watching this show, this is MOT, Moment of Transformation, which comes your way every Sunday after Souls in Worship, a show where we decided to fix it at around this time to make sure that your evening is packed up for a brand new week. I know and acknowledge the fact that you have gone through a lot of stress for this weekend, but you are going to have a night which is being sparked up for a new week. I want to acknowledge the fact that I'm really grateful for your time and for your credit in watching me every Sunday. I say God richly bless you, but I'll admonish you to give me a comment on the show. Like my page on Facebook, MOT, like TV4 Souls on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube page, TV4 Souls on YouTube. We will bring you more programs which is going to affect your lives. Tonight, if you just join me, we are talking about bitterness. We are talking about situations which causes us to be bitter. We are talking about things that causes us to get embittered. Sometimes people aggravate our pains in life. And all they tell us is the storm we are going through is going to shape in our lives. But what if the storm subdues us? Sometimes people consciously speak ill words to us, all in the name of their straightening our lives. Other times people speak harsh words into our face and tell us it is part of the growth stage. People look into our eyes and make us feel as if nothing good can come out of us. And they tell us it is all part of life. But I want to ask you, you would think you are shaping the life of others by speaking harsh words to them, by telling them the storm they are going through is going to shape in their lives. My question to you tonight, even though it is rhetorical, is what if they have been subdued by this storm? We fail to appreciate people, but we are quick in magnifying their flaws. Same way you go through pain when you are embittered, that is the same way the people you are causing them to get embittered. That is the same pain they feel when they are embittered. People have lost their lives. People have lost their families. People have lost families. People have lost loved ones, all in the name of bitterness. Tonight, if you are embittered, I want you to know that by virtue of this program, you are going to come out of that situation. People will speak ill words about you. They will tell you nothing good can come out of you. But tonight, I want you to know that the ultimate for life is the fact that you have life. They will tell you you have been doing this so many years, and if you were going to succeed, you would have succeeded. But Rome, they say, was not built in a day. The one who invented Bob did it 1,000 times before becoming successful. You may be trying one particular thing, and people will tell you you are good for nothing. Your husband may keep telling you that he regrets marrying you. Peter will tell you the last thing he will regret on earth, or the last thing he will wish to do again, is accepting you as a subordinate. When men reject you, at the point you think men will embrace you, you get embittered. When men look into your eyes and make you feel you are a living dead, you go through pain. You go through a tough time. Sometimes you ask yourself, was I born like this? Tonight we want to look at some of the effects of bitterness. We want to look at some of the effects of bitterness. I can relate with you that to be in a bitter state is not an easy thing. But my question to you tonight is, for how long are you going to wallow in that pain? For how long are you going to make people dictate your life to you? For how long are you going to think and agree to the fact that people are saying you are good for nothing, therefore nothing good can come out of you? Tonight, no matter the pain they have caused you, no matter the situation they have caused you to be in, I want you to know that once you have life, there is hope for the future. Bitterness ends up affecting our life in so many ways. Talk about the moral way. Talk about the social way. Talk about our own individual lives. Bitterness sometimes ends up abuse. Let's look at some of the things that bitterness does to us. Is it not amazing how good we eat? Is it not amazing how well we train the body, but we still have fluctuating pressures? Sometimes don't you ask yourself this question? I have a good job. I earn a good salary. I live a good life. I have a good family. But I still battle with my health. Sometimes we keep problems within us that ends up affecting our health. People disappoint us and we get bitter. We wallow in pain and we get bitter. And we harbor them in our hearts. People causes us to get embittered. And they walk away from our life freely. And all we tell ourselves is, I can forgive this person. We harbor these people within ourselves. We accommodate them without taking rent. How many people have you harbored within your heart? How many people have you kept records of their wrongdoing in your life? How many people have offended you that you took the pain to list their names? First thing you do when you wake up in life is to go through that list and say negative things about these people. All you keep doing is to keeping records of people who keep hurting you, forgetting that you are causing pain to yourself. When was the last time your doctor told you everything is right with you physically, but you still can't know what particularly is wrong with you health-wise? Sometimes do you wonder that everything around you is okay, but there is this health problem you are battling with? Bitterness causes you so many health hazards. You can get an increase in blood pressure when you harbor people in you. You can develop migraine when you keep thinking about people who have caused you pain. But tonight, if you can let go, if you can value your life yourself, if you can value the beautiful people around you, if you can value the wonderful family you have, if you can value the beautiful members you meet at church, and let go of the things people have done to you, I believe your health problem is going to be solved. Sometimes we don't need medication to solve our health problems. All we need is to let go of evil things within ourselves. Have you realized you are growing leaner and leaner every day? You are growing very lean every day, but you have everything at your disposal. You have a wonderful husband, a wonderful wife, a beautiful family, but you are still wallowing in pain. Can you let go of that pain for just an hour? Can you forget about the situation for just one day? Can you tell yourself enough is enough? I want to move on with life and see how things will be for you. It is not all the situation that demands medication. Sometimes we are medication to ourselves. Bitterness will cause you to lose your life. Bitterness will cause your health to be at risk, and you will virtually lose your life. At times, we keep driving away angels from our own lives. Sometimes solutions to a problem is just right beside us, but we keep disturbing God with our prayers. How long are you going to keep driving away the right people from your lives? The fact that that gentleman has disappointed you does not mean all men are bad. The fact that that lady has caused you to spend a lot and rejected you at the long run doesn't mean all women are the same. Even in the multitude of the West women, you can still find a good woman. Tonight, I want us to know that sometimes we have solution to the problem we are praying for. But all we do is to drive the solution away. We keep disturbing God. We keep disturbing our deity with our prayers, whereas we have answers to our prayers. The fact that the brother who you so much trusted in the church left pain in your heart does not mean they are still not good brethren in the house of the Lord. Can you relate yourself with what I am talking about tonight? Can you relate yourself to what I am talking about tonight? This is still MOT and we are talking about bitterness. We are going on a quick break, and when we come back, we will continue the show. Don't go anywhere.
It's a great Saturday evening on TV4 Souls. You're welcome to A&E World, where your life gets transformed through Christian entertainment. I'm Big Tony, your host. I'll be having the discussion segment. I'm at Snazzy with great personalities, great gurus. And I also have the My Catch segment. I'm compiling music videos. And then I give you the Media Maker segment. Do you want to know more about arts, being it crafting, fashion, painting? We have it all here on A&E World. Catch me this and every Saturday between the hours of 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. TV4 Souls. You can't miss out.
Perez Chapel International Rehoboth Temple presents Breakthrough Conference 2018. Main speaker Bishop Charles Ajinisari.
What must shake will shake.
Ce qui doit bouger ou trembler doit trembler.
What must shake in your ministry will shake.
Ce qui doit trembler dans votre ministère doit trembler.
What must shake in your marriage will shake.
Ce qui doit trembler dans votre mariage doit trembler.
What must shake for the finances to come to you will shake. Get ready for
Apprêtez-vous.
your prison to begin
Comme
to
votre
shake.
prison commence à bouger.
You are coming out.
Vous sortez.
Shout yes.
Criez yes.
Host Reverend Israel Jokoto. Date 12 to 14 September. Morning section is at 8 a.m. and evening section at 6 p.m. Venue Rehoboth Temple, opposite Patasi MA School, near Ghana Police Depot. There will be special anointing service on Sunday from 8 to 11 a.m. For more enquiries, please call 0547 693 769 or 0556 530 918.
YouTube, the hashtag is TV4 Souls, TV4 Souls. Yeah, tonight we are talking about a topic which I said is very broad. Just like a big tree which has so many roots, we may not be able to cut down the whole tree, but we will try to delve in deep and see the causes of the topic we are discussing. We are talking about bitterness. If you just join me, this is the latter part of the show and I'll be rounding up very soon, but I know your life will be blessed. We are talking about how to come out of the bitterness you are going through. Sometimes we find ourselves very, very much embittered that we even end up blaming our children for the wrongs people have done in our lives. We end up speaking ill words to our children for the wrong people has done in our lives. But tonight, with what we have discussed, I know you are finding solution to your problems. I know you have found solution to the bitterness you have been going through. Bitterness is one thing that when you go through in life, it may affect your soul. It may affect you emotionally. It may affect you morally. It may affect you health-wise. But hey, tonight I want you to shake the dust off yourself. Tonight I want you to tell yourself enough is enough. Tonight I want you to tell yourself that enough is enough. It doesn't matter what people say concerning your life. It doesn't matter how people say you are not doing well. It doesn't matter the good for nothing people say you are. But one thing I want you to know, that if your bitterness is not caused by yourself, don't let people dictate your life to you. Don't let people get an opportunity to send you to an early grave. Don't let people shatter your dreams. Don't let people shatter your visions. One thing I want to assure you is that in life, once there is life, there is hope. Once there is life, there are so many things you can do for yourself. Even Jesus Christ, people said, can something good come out of this man just because he was born by a carpenter? Tonight, I want you to come to a realization that if your bitter situation is not caused by yourself, if the bitterness you are going through is not caused by yourself but by people, the time is up where you shake off the dust from yourself. The time is due where you tell yourself enough is enough. The time has come where you tell yourself, I want to move on with life. Before I sign off tonight, let me ask you this rhetorical question. Assuming you are enjoying the bitterness you are going through, when do you think you are going to come out of that bitterness? Assuming you think you are enjoying what you are going through, is it when you die before you realize you were messing up with your own life? Assuming you are thinking what people have said concerning your life is going to define your own life, until when are you going to realize that people are trying to destroy your life? Tonight we have said a lot and it's all about bitterness. I believe your life has been transformed wherever you are watching me from. We have come far this evening and I believe who have listened to a lot. All I want to say is a very big thank you to you for watching me now, for watching me live on TV4 Souls this evening, and I believe your life has been blessed. I'll come your way every Sunday after Souls in Worship on TV4 Souls, and we will seek to spark up your evening to begin a wonderful evening. Keep watching TV4 Souls, keep watching Moments of Transformation, like my page on Facebook, MOT, like TV4 Souls on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube page, TV4 Souls, and you'll be updated with every individual program we bring your way. Keep watching TV4 Souls and your life will be blessed. I'll come your way same time next week, but until then, I say bye-bye.